Now, what am I targeting intraday instead of not, taking all-time high out of the picture? What am I looking for? Well, I'm looking for 8:30 opening to be traded to right here, midpoint of the wick, and the high. And more specifically, the more prominent wick is obviously the hourly time frame. So we're looking at that. All right, so I'll go ahead and long this. Doing work with the micros. There we go. Okay, so we're out right there. Perfect. But anyway, just as they would have it. So here's the buy side liquidity getting ready to be engaged. I will close out here once we pierce through that. So I'm going to wait for that. There we go. Boom. Beautiful. I'm out on the NASDAQ here. Sell stop goes below the down close candles. And then sell limit goes above here. So we had that initial change in the steady delivery above these two down close candles, above the swing high, down into the imbalance. After sell stops have been exhausted, we have buy stops resting up here. We shall see. Whatever the outcome is, it doesn't matter because guess what? Long-term risk management patches up the losses. Okay? That's not what you're... If anyone you're watching and they're teaching you to be fearful of that stop loss being taken or, shy away from losing, they're not teaching you right. They're obviously, losses are a part of the game, and you need to know how to utilize your risk and manage it so that your wins patch up any losses that you take and the wins overlap and result in profitability. So I'm only trailing the stop up below this swing low here if we get above this void here. That's that green shaded area. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Sell stop is now going to get raised below the swing low with this initial expansion. So why, even if this weren't to pan out, why is this initial expansion beneficial? Because it allows me to scale my risk and minimize it. So now it's below the swing low as opposed to below the order block, which is these two down close candles. This is one of my 3 models that I utilize consistently. Alright, so risk is basically nothing. Okay, so with the expansion, we're able to scale our risk. Same exact thing as I was telling you guys on the last trade I took for just around $700. Okay, I have a notion of us, or sorry, not a notion. I have an idea of us trading above a buy side liquidity pool, but I'm not even holding on for the full thing. Okay, greed is allowing me to, or having no greed is allowing me to take profits at a reasonable price point. So stops at break even. Look how shy I just fell on my take profit there initially. Alright, there we go, guys. Very quick $800. About 43 handles, so just a very quick $800. I'm not ending the day here. I will be back for the PM session. Have that 9:30 opening attacking and offsetting those who have been longing. I mean, this is literally the sole reason why I usually wait until the 9:30 opening anyway to take trades after that. Because whichever direction we're going, a lot of times you'll see this type of thing where they attack those who have been taking any trades pre-market. Right? So yeah, NASDAQ clearly was not able to take out that low. ES did, so we have a slight SMT. So NASDAQ getting a little bit closer to our target here, but once again, we're waiting until 10 a.m. Because if I'm longing here, okay, it could look good, yes, but I'm opening myself up to the risk of price spiking down right at that news release and taking me out and then going higher, okay? So that's just that gamble that I'm not willing to take. I'm not willing to gamble here, okay? Every single trade that I take, I want to have absolute conviction in and, being able to apply sound risk management as opposed to, oh, okay, well, I might get stopped out here, but if I don't, I'm going to make this amount of money. No, don't think that way. This looks really clean, guys. I'm not going to lie. It looks clean, but in terms of longing, but I have to wait 6 more minutes, okay? I'm not going to gamble here. Okay, we have internal sell stops taken, and we have midnight opening traded below, and then we're obviously back into the old new week opening gap, extended forward. No, man, I can't imagine how many accounts were blown this morning. If only they would learn their lesson and understand that you have to wait. until wait, always, like, literally just write this down or something. Write it in your rule book, whatever you have, write it down. Always wait for manipulation. That simple phrase there will take you a long way. Wait for manipulation, let the dust settle, and then look to take your trade. So I definitely don't see any reason to have a bearish bias in this market still. Okay, so that remains the same. The only conflicting factor to that, though, is just how we came down and matched this London low and how clean that is. They could leave that intact because, all in all, the larger pool of liquidity does reside above previous weekly high here, yes. So I would need to see some very strong signatures here for me to be longing with this behind me. With this aggressive expansion higher above all this manipulation in here after taking internal stops, that's exactly what you want to see, and we'd actually look to take a trade now. Okay, so I mean, don't look at this initial expansion like, oh shit, fuck, I'm missing the move, I gotta get in. Oh man, no, there's no entry in here, guys. There is no entry. Okay, I don't care what hindsight execution you see on later today, none of that. There is no high probable entry here that you can place with a sound stop loss, especially on NASDAQ. So if I'm going to be participating in this long, I'm going to need some type of 5-minute entry point instead of a 1 minute, just because of how it looks on the 1 minute. Not something I would want to trade just yet still. This is our unrealized range here. So we take where we're at in price now to our main terminus target, and anything in this discount range, that would be okay for our long if it presents, but anything up here, no. So if we do get a retracement to a 5-minute gap here, I would be buying that, okay? This bounce price range right here. And then this absolutely needs to stay open for bullishness, okay? I'm not tolerating any pricing down into here. Alright, so I'll go long this one contract. Boom. We're in. Alright, so I'm longing this inversion for value gap right here, and I'm longing the very low end of the breaker there. You see that? Remember, there's 3 things that I'm buying here. I'm buying the inversion gap here, this 5-minute. Buying the low end of the breaker. Let's go to the 1 minute. Okay, I'm buying the very low of the breaker here, right? I'm buying the inversion gap, and I'm buying the short-term sell stops resting below here. So yeah, I'm letting my stop breathe a little bit. I opened it up 6 handles instead of 5, just because I want to let price breathe a little bit here, just because NASDAQ is a little bit shallow here. Beautiful expansion there. Okay, I believe NASDAQ just took the high now. Yes, perfect. Okay, so a small little run on short-term stops right there. Also, for those, once again, those that are using multiple contracts, I would definitely take, if you really want to hold on for the largest portion of the potential move, you can hold on for that standard deviation that I showed you above previous weekly high for full TP. But if you are doing that, you absolutely want to take a partial here, previous weekly high, and trail your stop loss up into profit. So it's only a matter of time before we really just slam right up into that previous weekly high here. Just a matter of time. Should be within the next 2 minutes here. So risk is now close to none, and closing in on that previous weekly high that I called out before market open this morning. Alright, there we go, guys. So that's 15 handles straight to previous weekly high. Okay, 1 trade. This is the only trade I'm going to be taking. Alex, Jack, good morning, good morning. Good to see you guys. Golden Child, good morning. Ariel, good morning. But anyway, you can see that price is offered pretty significantly above this midnight opening, right? Up into a short-term premium, filling in this presented hourly for value gap, those left behind from FOMC. And like I said, I'd like to see if this can yield a continuation to the downside. Yeah, like I said, so we're stacking up this trend line here, right? Every single low or respective intermittent term low is higher than the next one. And there's going to be sell side liquidity resting below here, 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 and ultimately below previous daily low, which is really just hold bulk of my attention here. You can see we come up and sweep the short-term high with the 930 opening. Small little baby rally there. That's already a premium priced in if we're above the midnight opening. Okay, that's a short-term premium priced in. That's more than enough to send this thing lower. So I view this as a Judah swing up here, and I want to see if this can kind of set the stage for a run down below all these lows here stacked up. So okay, NASDAQ created the change of state delivery below this 15-minute up candle. Right, notice how it stops dead in its tracks here with the bodies, with the breaker there. So institutional order flows, this 1 minute Ferrari up here should have a nice reaction above that. Same deal here on ES. Now, if I'm going to short this, I need a little bit more of a rally just because it'll offer me, number one, better RR, and also I won't have to have my stop loss so wide. So if it offers me that fill, I'll certainly be a part of it. If not, it is what it is. If it rallies up into this tangent area here, which is going to be this 15-minute, right? If it rallies up into that, offers me that, I'll go ahead and short it, and stop will go above here. Okay, and then I'll aim for this absolute internal low down here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and short this, put my stop loss above the 15-minute version. Alright, so one contract on ES, and then, okay, obviously shorten the consecutive up candles here. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm going to aim for that discount sell side. Okay. And yeah, I'll expect expansion here now. So we just shifted below this up candle here, work back up into that. I want to see us really just slide down there. Okay, ES leading the way here with strength. And even though, like, I really would love to get covered down below previous daily low, I mean, it's December. I'm not trying to gun for crazy feats, right? I'm just going to go for what's realistic and good. So I'll go for about 14 handles there. That's good enough for me. So the relative lows here. So I'm aiming for about $700 here. That'll be good enough for me. Also going off of course, what we did on, I believe, Tuesday. And yeah, that's just really all I need. Okay, this is my objective for the day. And we'll see if we can get it. Alright, NASDAQ really leading the way there, which is great. Okay, about 6 handles in profit here on ES. ES really sliding down there, which is good. I would really like to see NASDAQ make its way towards London low there. But I love how NASDAQ is the front runner here, and obviously expecting ES to catch up and do the same stuff. So tap it up into that breaker there one more time. I want to see if that can yield a continuous sell-off here now. So I'd love to see this act as an immediate rebalance here at the previous 5-minute candle. Okay, working back up into this up candle here. Stop loss is going to still be resting above that. Okay, ES or NASDAQ weakening. Same thing with ES. I want to see it really just wick off here and attack these internal discount lows. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's what I wanted to see. Beautiful. Great delivery there. All right, so we got relatively close to our take profit there, and obviously wicks away. See if we can grab it. So I wouldn't be expecting any type of reversal at this point, of course, because I mean we still have yet to reach our target. So we're gonna wait for that. So Nasdaq really sliding down there, still kind of hesitating at the moment, which is fine. Okay, we're just gonna kind of be patient here and let it stay in the solar program that it is in right now. Patiently waiting. I'm really going to be expecting some fast delivery to the downside here within the next 5 minutes. Like, really just gunning for running low. So even though I'm convicted in that, right, $600 is all that I need on the day. That's my profit objective, and that's it. I don't just, go for more than I really need. So, yeah, that's it. And there we go. There's $600. That's beautiful. So that'll obviously be a continuation of the $800 that we made on Tuesday, right? So you can do the math. We're obviously doing very, very well in this week. And that's 2 for 2 in the week. Okay, 2 trades. That's it. I mean, guys, seriously, I'm not going to get on here after one win, get euphoric, and, beat my chest. But, seriously, who is seriously out here, right? Even with the large followings, honestly, the large followings are even the worst. Who is sitting out here filtering out all this type of price action like this and then getting in right when price expands and making money getting in and out? Who else is doing that, right? And the only reason why I say this is because people are paying money for hindsight mentorships and giving clout to a person that doesn't even know what they're doing, and they're just hiding behind screens and deceiving people and scamming them out of their money. Whenever what I'm doing in here, even though there's going to be bumps along the road and losses, of course, right? Only the strong are going to survive through that, right? If you quit after one bad week, right, then that's on you. Okay, you're just not built for this journey, right? But I seriously, I'm not going to be so egotistical to say, if someone pops up and shows proof that they're doing what I'm doing on a consistent basis, right? I'll congratulate them. But until then, I don't see it.